Start, Savani.
Yes, sir. So now we'll first move on to our first slide. This slide basically it has the basic meaning of self-consciousness, which you can read from it. I'll read for everyone. Consciousness is basically feeling undue awareness of oneself, one's appearance, or one's actions. Means when you are always thinking about your own self that uh, is this thing, am I doing it right, or am I presenting myself in a good way, or what if I go wrong, the it is a basic a nervousness of one's action. Yes sir, next slide please. Yes. So I underlined this part because I think this part was more important. I'll read the whole thing out. Human beings are conscious, but only of the world when around them, but also of themselves, their activities, their bodies, and their mental lives. Means human beings, they are always conscious about everything they do in their everyday life. Not only their face, but their whole body, their activities, or the work they do every day, and their mental health also. Means they always try to show themselves that they are happy, but sometimes they are more miserable inside. And the underlined part I read, self-consciousness can be understood as an awareness of oneself, but a self-conscious subject is not just aware of something that merely happens to be themselves. Means self-consciousness, it is not only awareness of oneself, but self-consciousness, it is over thinking about our own self that I should be always right. But as we know, every person he or she is not perfect. We improve in every stage of our life, right? So it is not a thing to worry about, and we should move on without overthinking of anything we do every day. So next slide, please. Yes, this is a very nice photo. I got it from Google. You can see there is a banana and a peanut converse. The peanut says that you are a fruit, and the banana says that you are a nut. Now they both are means they are both are blaming each other, or they both are judging each other, but they can't change their self as they are, because a peanut can't change to a banana, or banana can't change to a peanut. They are the if a banana is a fruit, it will always remain a fruit, or it can't be a vegetable, right? So we can't change the things what we are, but we can change our perspective of looking others and looking our own selves. And manifesting, the meaning of manifesting is basically showing off. Uh, so uh, when we show off, when we are confident, when we are confident, we show off, right? But when if we are not confident about our own self, then we try to judge others, right? So this is basically a wrong thing, and this picture is a perfect example of what is human tendency. Yes sir, next slide. Yes, this is second slide of the same one. Rather, a self-conscious subject is aware of themselves as themselves. It is manifest to them that they themselves are the object of awareness. Self-consciousness is a form of consciousness that paradigmatically expressed in English by the words I, me, and my, terms that each of us uses to refer to ourselves as such. This is the same thing I explained before. It is about manifesting and having confidence about our own selves without judging others. So next slide, please. Yes. This is a very nice picture. I got it from Wikipedia. This picture has two meanings, right? The girl, she's looking in the mirror. Means she is obsessed with herself, not in a good way, but in a bad way we can say, because always looking at ourselves can't change ourselves, right? We have to work on ourselves. Or if I keep on looking in the mirror and I say you can do this, you can do this, you can do that, but it is not that practical. We have to work on ourselves so that we can be a better person next time. Here are some disadvantages of being self-conscious. uh, First is excessive self-conscious emotions can be extremely unhealthy. They may worsen some symptoms from conditions like anxiety, depression, and borderline personality disorder. They can also cause social anxiety and isolation. Second is living more in your own head than in the real physical world. Third is can make social interactions more difficult. And the fourth one is can prevent you from taking action. The first one, it is very important. I thought of taking this point because every day in our lives we see that people try to show themselves that they are very happy, but inside I told before that they are very miserable. And being over self conscious can generate disorders like this, that we can have over anxiety. We will try we'll get depression or we'll get depressed, so we'll try to stay away from the people around us, and we'll try to isolate means we'll try to stay alone, and which is not good for a human, because humans are always supposed to mix with the society, right? And the second one was that borderline personality disorder. It is that when we have two personalities, which one personality is when we are alone, and the second personality is when we are in public. So we have to remain only with the one personality, because it is not a good thing to show off another personality in the public and one personality with our own selves. Second one is living more in your own head than in the real. We always means every human today we can see they are always in their fantasy world, that I can do like this, I'll have so much money in the future, I like this like that, anything. But it is not possible if you will not work on it, or if we are not present in our current situation. We have to focus on our present and our physical world more than in our fantasies. Third one was if we try to be more self-conscious, our social interactions, we means it we are nervous while interacting with someone else, or when we are conversing with someone else. And if we are more self-conscious, it can prevent us, or it can stop ourselves to try on new things. Yes, sir. Next slide, please. Yes, these are some symptoms of unhealthy self-conscious emotions, which include, means if you have unhealthy self-conscious, these are the symptoms. If you have these symptoms, then you should take care of yourselves and please try to recover. First one is responding to embarrassment with anger and hostility. If someone embarrasses us in public or in our family, we get angry easily, or we think it is very humiliating for us, and we rage or anger towards them, which is a symptom of unhealthy self-conscious. We should be a good sport while this situation. We should be good sport, and we should try to laugh it out. The situation we should try to laugh it out. Second is avoiding social experiences. When we are over self-conscious, we try to avoid people. We try to avoid parties or family functions, because we are getting introverted, and which is not good for a defense officer, because defense officers, they are always meant to be social. Third one is placing blame on others for one's mistake. Whenever we are over self-conscious, we worry about what people think about us, and even if the thing we have done wrong, we blame it on others. We can take our examples in our home. If anything we do and we blame it on our siblings, which is not the right thing. Next is having a low self-esteem. Self-esteem is basically self-confidence, and having low self-esteem is not good for anyone, whether it is a defense officer or a normal human, because self-esteem is a very important thing in everyday in everyone's life. Because if we don't have our own self-respect, then no one can respect us. And the last one is experiencing agitation, anxiety, depression, or nervousness. I explained it before that if we have over social consciousness, we face depression. Sir, next slide, please. Yes. These are some steps how to overcome self-consciousness. I have wrote it in my report also in the morning. First was realize the disadvantages of being self-conscious. I told for this point, I explained the disadvantages first, because you should realize what are the disadvantages of self-consciousness. Because self-consciousness at a level, it is at some extent it is good, but if it crosses the extent, then it is unhealthy for us. So we should always know what are the disadvantages of being self-conscious. I have explained it before. And we should always develop outward focus. Means we should try to always think about everyone, not only ourselves, but everyone around us, every person around us, because the world is not only of us, because we live in the world with everyone else. So when we think about others, we are more frank, or we are more free to express our views. And the third one is very important for everyone, because always we think, keep on thinking that what others will think, or what people will say about me if I go wrong. Now also I was thinking that if my presentation I mess up something, someone is going to say something. But then I thought that what if they'll say something, but they are not going to help in that situation, right? So why to care about them? when we think when we think that it is not possible for any one of us, then it is possible for us. And we should not think about the people we should think about the people who care about us, not the people who don't care about us. So we should always keep on doing what we love, without thinking what others think. And the last point, second last point, is go all in. As I said before, it is the same point. Without thinking anything, it is good or bad, we should do what we want to do, because the satisfaction rate is very different. Or if I keep on thinking, I'll do what he said, what my friend said, and if we do and we are not satisfied with it, so we will regret it for our whole of our life. And the last is accept yourself, wonderful faults and all. It is very important, because in today's century, people get bullied for anything, or for every smallest or weirdest feature of their body or their personality. And it is very okay to feel yourself, or to accept yourself as we are, because everyone in this world is different, and they're born different to do different things in the world. So accept yourself how you are, and stop overthinking about your own self. So next slide, please. Yes, this is the very important. This is the last slide. The first picture, you can see it. Uh, the person is see the person he's seeing his own self. So this is the same thing. Self-conscious. What self-consciousness means. And the last message I want to give you from this is that stop overthinking. That stop thinking about what you are doing every day. Stop thinking that what people will think, and you start doing what you want to do. The next picture, that it tells us that live your life to the fullest. Means without thinking of others, only we can live our life to the fullest. So without any hesitation, do what you want to do. Yes, sir.
Okay, great,
So next
great
slide, please.
presentation, great presentation, Savni. Very nice, and you have prepared a wonderful presentation. Very nice, and this presentation is recorded, and you will see this on YouTube. Very nice. Thank you.